Okay, students, this is lesson 8.5, the teacher summary. We're going to be talking about pyramids and cones this time. Pyramids and cones. You deal with pyramids and cones, there's actually two kinds of height. There's the outside height, that if you were to go down the side of a cone, like you're skiing down a slope, we call that the slant height. And we use a cursive L for that variable, so the slant height. Then you have the height down the middle, straight down the middle at a right angle to the base, middle of the base. That's your true height, also known as altitude. And we use an H for that. I want you to put your pencil right there. Now, I'd like you to trace up the slant height. Go down the altitude, cross over at the radius. Note, in this scenario, the slant height, the true height, and the radius make a right triangle. That's going to come into play in a few minutes. Couple summary statements. Area is 2 dimensions. Because area is 2 dimensions, when we go from a prism to a pyramid, we're going to be dealing with a fraction of 1/2. 2 dimensions, fractions 1/2. Volume is 3 dimensions. Therefore, the fraction of a prism to a pyramid is going to be 1/3. Area is an outside measurement. It's like wrapping paper. So because we're using an outside measurement, when we deal with area, we use the outside slant height. Outside slant height. Volume is an inside measurement. So when we deal with volume, we want to deal with the inside true height, also known as the altitude. Okay, so let's do a quick comparison. When we want to find volume of a prism, we find the area of the base. That's capital B, and that means area of the base, times the height. That's for a prism. Area of the base times height. In a pyramid, we start also, same thing, area of the base times the true height, but volume is 3 dimensions. Therefore, the fraction from a prism to a pyramid is 1/3. So you have to divide that volume by 3. Because notice, we're going to lose volume because here we have 2 bases. Here we only have 1 base and a vertex. In a cylinder, again, it's area of the base times height, that's for volume. Cone is going to be area of the base again, times the height over 3. So it's the same equation as before. Why? Because we lose volume because we're coming to a vertex. Let's do a couple examples. We're going to find the volume of this cone. So we start by writing our equation. Volume equals area of the base times the true height over 3. So we have to define our base, so we circle the base, and we come over here and we shade our base. It's a circle. So our base is pi r squared times the true height over 3. Let's see what we have so far. Okay, so we have pi. We have our radius, which is 5. Problem is, we don't have the true height here. We have the slant height, but we don't have the true height. Over 3. So before we can finish this volume, we have to find the true height there. So we're going to use Pythagorean Theorem. So we're going to go 5 squared plus unknown squared equals 15 squared. 25 plus x squared equals 225. We minus 25 both sides. So x squared equals 200. We square root. X equals, that's 100 times 2. 100 is perfect, it comes out. So our height here is going to be 10 root 2. Why am I using the exact radical form? Because I want exact pi form. So it's going to be 10 root 2. And to finish this up, we're going to go 25 times 10, which is 250, root 2 over 3. Then we have pi units cubed. The 3 does not go into the 250 evenly, so this would be your answer. Let's try another one. Volume. Volume equals area of the base times the true height over 3. Now we need to define what all of that means. So we circle the B, we bring it over. Our B here is going to be 14 squared times the true height. Guess what? We don't have it again. Over 3. So we have to find that true height. See this triangle? There's that. There's our true height. And then this is 25. That's 25. This right here is half of 14, so it's 7. And we have x. So we're going to go x squared plus 7 squared equals 25 squared. So we have x squared equals, this is going to be 625 minus 49. That's x equals the square root of 576, which is 24. So our true height is 24. So let's bring this down. 14 times 14 is 196. 3 goes into 24 8 times. So to find the volume, we're simply going to do 196 times 8. Volume equals 1,568 units cubed. That's for volume of a cone.